Good morning everyone and welcome to Trent Bridge in Nottingham for the fourth day of the fifth test match between Australia and New Zealand. Australia currently in their first innings are 387 for 8, although effectively 387 for 9 because Matthew Hayden is injured and will not be participating in the rest of this match. Currently Shane Warne and Glenn McGrath are at the crease in an unbroken partnership of 59 runs, which has really done well for Australia. It's put them into the lead and they currently are 39 runs ahead of New Zealand. Don't forget, the series is currently placed at 1 win all, and if either of these teams win this match, they will make it through to the semi-final and the other team will be knocked out. We join the action now as Richard Hadlee bowls the first ball of the day to Shane Warne. And Chris Cairns picks the ball up at short cover. Warne swings across the line, and appeal from New Zealand, but I suspect that won't be out. That will have hit Warne outside the line of off stump. Richard Hadlee to start his second over from the Radcliffe Road end. Oh, and that's out. Yes, straight to Glenn Turner at short leg. Shane Warne is out for 42. He's out. Caught Turner, bowled Hadlee. Australia haven't added to their overnight score, and they're now all out for 387. So there's confirmation, 387 all out for Australia. They lead New Zealand by 39 runs. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Steve Smith was the standout performer for Australia with a glorious 104 before he was out before looking to lift the run rate. An enterprising 73 by Matthew Hayden at the top of the order before he was out retired hurt. Some nice contributions in that batting order and a lovely partnership of 59 at the very end between Shane Warne and Glenn McGrath. Could those prove to be crucial runs in this test match? For New Zealand, 5 for 64 for Daniel Vettori, backing up his man of the match performance at the Oval. He really is getting better and better in this series. 3 wickets as well for Richard Hadlee, who continues to be New Zealand's most potent seam bowler. No wickets for Trent Boult or Chris Cairns, and just the 1 for Shane Bond. Glenn Turner and Mark Richardson are both out in the middle. Let's see how they get on against the Australian opening bowlers. Off the hip of Richardson, and that will go down to the boundary for 4 leg byes. That's a nice shot into the gap through mid-wicket, and that will be Richardson's first boundary. New Zealand once again adopting this tactic of slow batting at the top of the order, but they haven't lost a wicket yet. That's a nice sweep from Richardson, and down to the fine leg boundary for 4. New Zealand have now taken the lead in this test match. That's a nice shot from Turner, punched through the point region, and that will be his first boundary. And that's lunch on day 4. New Zealand have taken a slow and steady approach, reaching 49 without loss in 25 overs. They find themselves now 10 runs in the lead ahead of Australia. Let's have a look at the scorecard now. 21 not out for Glenn Turner, 23 not out for Mark Richardson. All of the bowlers used for Australia, but no wickets yet. Well, we've had 52 minutes of play since lunch and just the 15 runs added by New Zealand. They really are bunkering down. And that's a nice shot by Turner, smashed away through the offside, and that will release the shackles somewhat. Mitchell Johnson looking for something special from around the wicket, but that's short, and Richardson's hammered that away through the offside. Another 4. Last ball now of Mitchell Johnson's over. Oh, that's hit Glenn Turner on the pad. That's a big shot by the Australians. The umpire says yes, that's out. That's the first wicket down for New Zealand. Mitchell Johnson getting that ball to come in on the angle. That would have hit the stumps, no problem at all, and Glenn Turner is out. LBW to Johnson for 39. New Zealand are 82 for 1 and lead by 43. Oh, edged away, but no one in that gully area for Warne at the moment, so Richardson survives. That was a fast bouncer by Mitchell Johnson, but Richardson smashed that down the ground for 4. Mark Richardson dances down the track, hammers that down the ground for 4. That's his 50 and the 100 up for New Zealand. Williamson swings that one away through mid-wicket for 4. Oh, that's wonderful footwork. Back and across, full face of the bat in the gap, and another 4. Well, Williamson is looking impossible to bowl at the moment. This could be a problem for Australia. And that will be tea on day 4. New Zealand are doing very well in their second innings. They're 128 for 1, currently leading by 89. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Glenn Turner, the only victim in that session, falling LBW to Johnson for 39. But Mark Richardson is at the crease on 57, looking solid, and Kane Williamson is looking sublime once again on 26, not out. Last ball of Dennis Lilly's over, and Mark Richardson's run that one down to third man, and that will be 4. That ball was only slightly short, but Williamson latched onto it and has pulled it away for another 4. And that will be the 150 up for New Zealand. They now lead by 111. Steve Smith hits the stumps, but that's not going to be out. Oh, that's out. Beautifully bowled by McGrath. Nice and straight. That's a wicket they were looking for. And Mark Richardson is out. Bowled McGrath for 69. And New Zealand are 152 for 2 with a lead of 113. Bowled him! That's a rip snorter of a delivery from Mitchell Johnson around the wicket, and Kane Williamson, the key batsman for New Zealand, is gone. Bowled Johnson for 37, and New Zealand are 152 for 3 now. Mitchell Johnson steaming into Martin Crowe for his first ball. That's a short ball, and Crowe's hooked it over mid-on for 4. Wow, what a way to get off the mark. Oh, that's beautifully bowled by McGrath. Australia are coming back into this match. Oh, and he's off the mark now. Yes, Ross Taylor's punched that down the ground against the spin for 4. Lovely bowling from Warne. Gone! Yes, beautifully bowled by McGrath. Nice and full, drawing the drive, getting the nick, and Martin Crowe is out. Caught Gillespie, who's subbing in for Hayden at first slip. Bowled McGrath for 11, and New Zealand are 173 for 4. Dennis Dilly looking for his first wicket. Oh, well, that was a fast Yorker, and Ross Taylor played all over it. Oh, that's a full toss from McGrath. He'll be disappointed with that. Ross Taylor's worked that away for 4. And that stumps on day 4. New Zealand are now 181 for 4, currently leading Australia by 142. Let's have a look at the scorecard. 69 for Mark Richardson, who was very solid at the top of the order, along with Glenn Turner, who was out for 39. The crucial wicket of Williamson, he is out for 37. And Martin Crowe has also been out. Caught Gillespie, who was substituting on for Matthew Hayden. Bowled McGrath. The Australian bowlers tried hard. Look at McGrath's figures there. 25 overs, 12 maidens, 2 for 27. 2 wickets as well for Mitchell Johnson. None yet for Dennis Lillee or for Shane Warne. Well, this has the makings of a fine test match leading into the final day. New Zealand are 142 runs ahead with 6 second innings wickets in hand. How will tomorrow pan out? You have to find out. That's it from us. Do join us tomorrow for the final day of this test match. And bye for now.